I did. I learned. I took this training. I didn't tell a soul. Kind of like yoga 20 years earlier. I didn't tell a soul that I was doing it. But I did it. And I learned how it's done. I learned the nuances. I learned the different aspects of it and how it kind of works and kind of the explanation. And then I started trying it on me for little things and big things, and I found that it kind of just made them go poof, gone. And then I started trying it on other people, where there was one, and I could tell you literally hundreds of stories that have come from this class, as well as my own experience and teaching other people and their experience with people. We've fixed. I've seen major life trauma. I've seen addictions. I've seen phobias. Man, the stories I could tell you. There was one story. My wife's mom has been afraid of heights her whole life. And she just, for whatever reason, and nobody knows why. Nobody knows, the cause. And she hasn't really, it's not a big deal to her. She just doesn't go on high places. And so we were talking about this, and I told her that I'd learned this little technique, and we didn't make a big deal out of it. I said, I kind of know this. My wife, she'd learned it too. And she said, let's try it on this. Because the mantra is, try it on everything. Just try it on everything. And so we went through the process. And you always test it. You always test to see if it works. And I'll explain how this it's really, really easy. And I'll give you everything you need to know so that you can do this. But we tested it. And there wasn't we were in my kitchen, and so we had her stand up on a chair, and that all by itself was would have made her feel. And she got up on the chair and she went, I don't feel anything. But the next week, they have a farm in Malad, and my wife's dad called us up and he said, you're not going to believe this. He said, Laura Lee is her name. She said, Laura Lee is on the chicken coop, putting shingles on the chicken coop. Not the least bit afraid. There's not a chance in Hades that she would have done that on her own prior to we did the tapping. I've seen asthma. I've seen allergies go away. There was one student in here who said, I don't believe this. I don't buy this for a second. So I'm going to try it on the thing that it couldn't possibly work on. She had horrible acne. And she'd had it since probably junior year in high school. It was clearly driving her bananas. And she'd tried all the different things. And so we learned EFT early in the class back then. And by the end of the class, she said, it was going away. It was clearing up. She said, that's all I need to know.